Welcome to the month of magic brought to you by Delpod Original Podcasts. Please do enjoy and please don't forget to share, subscribe and like. And as always, please feel free to leave a comment.
Alexander May, welcome to the month of magic brought to you by Delpod Original Podcasts. What's happening in the life of Alexander May?
At the moment, COVID has taken a bit of a knock on the entertainment industry. So not too much, but things are picking up again.
That's good.
Show-wise, things are slowly getting better. And trying our best to make the best of a bad situation.
And how do you find the bookings? I mean, I know you're busy with quite a few other things on the sideline. But performances and bookings, how's that going?
Yeah, it's slowly picking up. It's getting better. It's much better than last.
I can believe so.
But I know it's getting better. Things up towards December side of the year function.
But you still need to wear a mask and obviously safety protocols. You need to adhere to those.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. You don't want people to come on stage and touch all the props and cards, whatever. So you have to sanitize.
You sanitizing your cards?
Not the cards, no.
Oh, I was just about to say. The cleanest card you'll ever find.
Yeah.
The Joker. Yeah. Where do we start? What got you into magic?
I think I was watching Martino always on TV. He would always have these things on TV where he would Saturday morning show his tricks and teach a trick. Always used to watch that.
Okay.
And, that got me started. Always tried all these tricks that used to do. And then I had a cousin who's also really into magic. Sort of just whenever we were together on holidays and things like that, we would read all the magic books and practice the magic together.
Yeah. No, I know the cousin of yours.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That got me started.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. We're talking about going to the library and getting books now. And yesterday with Frans Harare, he went all mad when I said Harare. Do that again. But things were much more difficult back then. Eh? You had to literally.
Nowadays, now you just YouTube and Google, and you've got thousands of products and books that you can just read. Yeah, back in those days, we had to go to the library and find the three or four magic books if we were lucky.
Yeah, if you were lucky.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
buy something and wait 2-3 weeks for your post to come. See what you ordered.
Oh, Genie Magic, and now it's only Cape Town left, I guess.
Yeah. I think Byron died maybe 3-4 years ago or so.
Oh, that long ago.
I think,
No, he was a brilliant guy.
Yeah, he was.
Well, what can I say? The Magic Castle or the Magic Shop isn't exactly cheap, but I mean, you've also got to consider the importing stuff and.
Yeah. No, definitely, they have to pay shipping and DHL costs and everything. If you buy it yourself, anyone else will pay those costs.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't bought for years now, but I just buy mine from. You know which ones? The Happy Feet. Yeah. Don't want to say the name now, otherwise everyone's going to go, let me go buy magic.
Yeah.
And then there was a You know that depot?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I remember.
I haven't bought from them in probably a decade,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they had some awesome products there. And the
Yeah, they had good
stuff,
specials also.
yeah, good specials. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the rand dollar now, what's cheap?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, now we buy the essential.
Yeah. What I do occasionally, like Happy Feet normally has these instant downloads.
Yes.
Then I'll buy a instant download. And then just make the gimmick myself, or often you don't need gimmicks.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So
that's also, yeah, it's the way to go is get those downloads, and
yeah.
if you need a prop, just make it. I
Yeah.
also do that.
Who's your favorite magician apart from Copperfield? Apart from Penn and Teller as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, now you said both, so I don't know what
Yeah, well, need to
now
throw
I
a
need to
spanner in
think.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Penn and Teller is definitely top field. Those are the guys that got me into it. Like David Blaine, he also went started. He was also the guy to watch. But he sort of took things from the stage and to the streets. Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to buy all these big props and boxes. You can do magic in the streets.
Yeah.
It's quite nice for us to do.
Yeah, I can respect what Copperfield and Rare does and all that, but I mean, sure, that is extreme. That is extreme. Yeah. I prefer the smaller things, you know. It's much less exposure, but birthday parties, old age homes, your pediatric units and all that. And yeah, I'll have a show from time to, well, I'm starting next year again. I'm not sure if I should go the virtual route, because do me a favor. You're not a politician, you're a magician. So you're not going to lie. Please explain to the people that what happens. Is there any cost involved by subscribing to a YouTube channel?
No, absolutely free.
Absolutely free, right?
Absolutely free.
So if they ever had to pay, you answered first, so they can recuperate the money from you, and I'll be second in line to see where I can help you out.
As of today, you don't have to pay. Today you don't. Maybe in a few, maybe YouTube might change that.
Yeah, no. Obviously, no. If they change it, yeah. But I'm trying to build up my subscribers, and I mean, for sure, there's people that want to subscribe, but I think they're under the impression, and a friend of mine actually mentioned it to me. You need to explain to people that, you know, it's a subscription service, or they see it or perceive it as a subscription service. So, you know, people are wary. Obviously, you get the ones that now know for a fact that it's not the case. Yeah. But, you know,
it's absolutely free. If you're watching this, click on subscribe.
I haven't even asked him, ladies and gentlemen. It was unplanned. You are now the third magician that I have on to say, guys, please subscribe to this channel. So let's see if three magicians combined can actually create
the power of magic.
The power of magic, absolutely. Because people are reluctant. Yet they watch it. But I mean, I'm really trying to build up my subscriber base, because then you tend to feature up higher on YouTube. So it's all about algorithms and stuff like that. So I don't know much about you. So what was the first magic trick that you were learned or taught, if you can recall?
First, I think it was something with. I think the first thing I remember was the trick from Martino that he taught on teeth, and I think that was the first trick I learned, which was a thing with a coin. You put it on a handkerchief, and then you fold the corners in.
With a fold.
And if you open it up, and I think that was the first trick that I can remember that I learned.
Okay, cool.
That was on TV.
Yeah, Martino was an awesome guy. He certainly mentored me a hell of a lot. Quite a difficult guy. Not the easiest of going, guys, but to the point. To the point.
Yeah.
So he helped me a hell of a lot. So I'll be forever thankful. Pardon?
No, I see. He was not an easy guy, but he was very helpful.
Very helpful, very helpful. Yeah. So yeah, no, if it wasn't for him, then I would not have achieved what I've achieved in the past. So, and all those things are coming back to mind.
Yeah, I remember
So,
those little books that he would sell at after his shows, like a little 2 rand book.
Yes. I've still got one. It's actually right there. Yeah. Yeah. 2 rand, like a yellowish book.
Yeah.
With a cartoon of.
The
Yeah.
coffee book.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Yeah, so anyway, sorry. I know I couldn't find the booklet now. But yeah, there was about like the real basic stuff.
Yeah. It was really beginner's tricks here, but always
Beginners.
good to,
yeah, it's brilliant to start off with.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what is your favorite act that you perform and why?
I like comedy. Comedy magic is my favorite. So I like to do things that are, like funny, where you involve people. I do quite a bit of interactive things. I've got probably my favorite is something with a rope. So where I cut the rope and someone helps me cut the rope in pieces, and it restores itself.
That's the one you did at your cousin's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I like comedy magic. Anything with comedy and that involves the audience.
And that's very interactive because you obviously bring someone off stage and not a stooge, an actual person.
Yeah.
A spectator. Yeah. I've asked Richard, I think this, but what is magic? What, in your opinion, what is magic? Is it science, trickery, or real? Or reality?
I would say it's reality. It's performance art, like music, like dancing, singing. I think for me, magic is a way to entertain people and to interact with them.
Yeah.
I don't see it as you want to fool people, you want to be a big name. For me, I want to entertain people. Magic for me has to be entertainment. That's the only magic I do is if it's going to be entertaining.
No, I fully agree with you. I feel the same. It's what I do is real. I'm not saying it's real magic, but it certainly is reality.
Of course. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, there is no such thing as real magic. Yeah. So, yeah. How challenging is it nowadays to make a career of magic, and obviously, especially in these times?
Yeah, I mean, especially last year with all the lockdowns, couldn't have events. Later on, you could have like 20 people inside events. So everything was closed. The restaurants were struggling, so you're not going to do jobs there. So it's tough. I mean, I know a lot of guys, friends of mine, got different jobs. They gave up magic. Some of them permanently, and got full-time jobs. So completely changed their careers. So it's difficult.
That's a sad part now, and they won't give magic a shot again.
Exactly. Yeah.
They won't leave their jobs because now you've got a fixed income, so you're not gonna.
Exactly. I'll give it up again for.
Therefore, people support magicians, support any form of entertainment. Tomorrow we all sit and but there's nothing to watch. There's no magic. There's no this. There's no that. Well, it's because no one was supporting them. That's especially the up and coming.
And if you have friends, things like this that we're always going through, you need things like magic, like comedy, these things to make things a bit better. You don't think of pandemics and things if you're enjoying a comedy show or a magic shows.
Yeah.
It's good to support.
And do you still do mentalism as well?
Yeah, I still do a bit of mentalism, not as much. I've sort of shifted my focus away to comedy magic. But I still do a bit here and there, but not as much as I used to.
Okay. you're married, so I'm sure your wife reads your mind. So you gave up on
Exactly,
reading
yeah.
other
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
minds.
yeah, yeah. There's only one mentalist. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
space for one
So at
mentalist.
least
Yeah,
there's a yeah. So at least there's again one mentalist in the house.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes, and then what are your future plans with regards to the art of magic, and can we expect to see much more of Alexander, mate? Not just performing publicly, but also on TV, perhaps, because I believe that you were on America, SA's Got Talent, on CakeNet. I can't recall. There's been quite a few there.
Yeah, it's been here and there. SA's Got Talent, the Yo Show was on CakeNet. I've been like here and there, like on SABC, Espresso, the morning show, things like that. At the moment, yeah, the TV thing is not officially in the pipeline, but I'm working. Definitely always working.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully something is going to happen. You know, try your best and
Yeah.
see if it happens.
Like I always say, it takes one person to notify, oh, okay, this guy's good. And there you go.
Yeah, exactly. It takes one. Yeah.
It's again like Richard said the other day, do not ever miss an opportunity. You might go down and perform at a little party for 2 kids. Okay, didn't put it into that many words, but drive down and perform for those 2 kids. Those parents will. Those parents will.
And you don't know, maybe the dad of one of those 2 kids has a big company that needs an entertainer for a year-end function, and now you're performing for 2,000.
You can do the corporate stuff. I'm not interested at all. The corporate industry, from next year, when I do magic, do not even consider asking me, anyone out there. I'm not interested. Whether it's the 4 or 5 major banks in South Africa, or whether it is, I don't care. No, thanks. I'll refer one of you magicians to.
Yeah. Just send them my way then.
Yeah, no. You can pay me a referral fee. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'll pay you a couple of cents.
Yeah. So, apart from the fact that you're a magician, you also have a business, which is extremely interesting. Doing business from South Africa, but internationally. Or selling to international. Well, you can talk about it.
Here, but yeah. No, I created here, but I've got a supplier and a distributor in the US. So everything I make gets sent to them, and they distribute everything all across the world, really, to shops and people who need these types of things. So yeah,
and
it's quite interesting. It's a nice job to have, especially now. Luckily, I had this job.
Yeah.
All the entertainment closed, so I managed to keep on going.
So you're getting paid in dollars.
Yeah.
How much do you have in that? Oh, that's the account they were referring to when it looked like this. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. It's 1 times 14.96 or 69, eh?
Yeah. It's about 14 and 50, I think. At the moment.
Nice.
It was nice when it was like 19.
Yeah. It just barely touched under the 20. I thought it's going to hit 20, but well,
no, I mean that's nice for me. So I like it. It falls against it.
Yeah, that's the only weird thing is it affects the wine industry booms when the rand is bad.
Yeah.
But then the normal guy, well, you've got to start. I don't know, just continue suffering further. So, so go ahead.
Let me show. Can I show you some stuff?
Yeah,
so basically, what I do is I make things. I make props for theater productions or shows or whatever, but it's all made out of sponge. So I've got some examples here to show you. This is a little donut with cream and whatever, but it's all foam.
Awesome.
Use that a lot in donut.
Yeah, that looks real. It's glazed and everything.
Yeah, chocolate.
Nuts and all.
everything on it. Yeah. So yeah, these are my favorites. I use those two in my shows, and then I also do I do all sorts of things like bananas, carrots, all these types of things. So people do shows, they want to have things that they use, but they don't want to have the real thing, especially if you have like fruits or whatever. You have to buy the whole time. So they use things that they're like foam things. So that's nice. And then also do custom things. I've got the custom designs here for people that need all sorts of videos and whatever they do, they will
Wrench.
wrench. That's also foam. And
So reckon you would use that wrench when you don't want to really hurt a nut, then you go for that wrench.
Yeah. If you're going to pretend that you're going to
so you don't you don't strip the nut.
Strip it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
This is one of my favorites that I did. I made this for someone else, but then I just made one for myself.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this one. So
hey, dumbbells.
Dumbbells, yeah.
How many kgs is it?
I think it says 4 kgs.
4 kgs. I'm looking for 2 10s, man.
But this is nice because it looked like
thing
that you're working out, but it weighs like 200 grams, I think. And then this one, if you wanna brick, this is a nice one. If you wanna play a joke on people, then you throw them with a brick. It's just
and that sponge, it's obviously not Gosham sponge balls, or sponge. Is it very, very soft sponge or?
This is medium density. So most of my things that I do is medium density. So it's not exactly as soft as the Goshman sponge ball.
Okay.
I do sometimes make things out of super soft sponge, but normally with the super soft, you have to mold it. So you inject the fluids and then so you need to make those molds. Because it's very soft. So if you make these things, the way I make them, the sponge is too soft to cut it, file it, and whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, if you pick it up, you're going to see that there's indent. So I mean, you're going to give yourself away before you even.
Yeah. So you need a bit of a harder sponge to keep the form. If you pick it up, if you pick this X up like this, it still looks like an X. But if it's a super soft thing,
it'll exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay, just one more question, and then we'll see if you can do magic. But I do know you from somewhere though. I just can't click from where.
Yeah. I'm
sure we've met somewhere.
A lot of people say my face looks familiar. Maybe that's why.
Tell me more about the society.
The Society of American Magicians.
Society of American Magicians. I said the International Brotherhood of Magicians. Yeah. Sorry.
That's a different.
My bad.
So
I'm a lifetime member there, but don't ask me where my card is.
Yeah. So they won't allow you in without that card.
Yeah, well, it's 15, 20 years ago.
No, I'm a member of the Society of American Magicians, even though it's a funny name because it says American Magicians, but they're all over the world.
Yeah, of course.
It's actually the oldest magic society. I think they were started in 1982 or something like that. And Harry Houdini was the president of it at one point.
Yes.
Before he died. So they're all over the world, and I'm last year I've been the sort of ambassador to South Africa. So anyone wants to join or organize events here,
Line's just a bit bad, but anyway, I'll see what I can do there. So if one wanted to become a member, how do you do that? You obviously have to be a magician, or at least prove that you're a magician.
So you can just let me know, or let anyone who's a member know, and we'll check out if you're a magician. It's obviously pretty easy to see if someone is really a magician, and then you just let us know. let us know why you want to join and the application.
And what, okay, you said an application. What's the fees involved there? Is it a once off? Is it a month to month?
It's annual, you pay once a year.
Uh-huh.
And it's $50 or $55, I think, for the first year. I think it's a bit cheaper than after that, but it's about $55. Not too bad.
Mm.
That out divided by 12.
If you had to convert that into rands, it's a bit. But then again, what do they offer though?
Yeah, I mean, you get every month. You get the magazine. You get access to all the previous magazines, from 1902. You read all the magazines. There's a lot of events, like online events, shows that you can watch for free. Then there's classes that you can join. It's like once a week they've got virtual classes.
Oh wow!
All sorts of tricks that you can join.
Oh, okay.
Watch. Got guests from Lance Burton as a guest regularly. There's a lot of benefits.
Okay.
Get your money's worth for sure.
No, that definitely sounds like it's worth it. Worth every dollar.
Yeah.
Dollar is actually the native name for buck. That's why they refer to it as a buck. A dollar is a buck.
Oh, I don't know.
You've been to America how many times?
Yeah.
I've even said to you, okay, stop there, go check this out, go check that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexander just, yeah. Yeah, but
there's always, it's a lot to do, but there's not much time to do this.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, obviously America or the States is, I can't understand why they can't say that's a continent, because it's pretty damn close to a continent.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's massive. Yeah. And then they laugh at us for having wild, like we had an elephant walking past the house this morning. Yeah. So, yeah, I just gave him a kick on the butt and he went. But that's a perception in South Africa.
Yeah.
But you go back. I actually wanted to speak to Frans Harare about it, but since he was in California or LA, whatever, they are much more wild than us, because like the bears roam in the streets, the mountain bears and the dingoes and the whatever. Yeah. Mountain lions especially. And those,
you go camping, like you have to run away from bears and
exactly, it's like
swamps and stuff.
Like Joe Rogan. Oh yeah, no, stay away from the Everglades. Oh, that's like what's that? In Australia.
Oh yeah, the outback.
Eh?
The outback.
No, not the outback. They've got a little separate section there where whatever animal or plant grows there, only grows there.
Oh yeah.
So that's where you'd get the weirdest stuff. Spiders even. You only get them there. I'll get the name now as we speak. So listen, do you mind if I quickly do a interview with you to see if I can qualify for the IBM? I mean the Society of American Magicians, even though I'm South African.
Yeah, can you?
You mind? I don't want to steal the show. It's about you now. But
yeah.
I'm quite interested in it.
Okay.
Right. Okay, now it's a bit difficult with the camera.
Okay.
There. I'm going to do it here. Right. Yeah. Right. So we'll do it like this. You see it? Take small, play big, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need those long ones.
Yeah, you don't need the big boxes.
Eh?
I said you don't need the big boxes and the
lions
and tigers.
This magic one is charged. There's nothing nothing more needed than that. So there, and it's gone. Right.
Hey,
Now you might ask me where it is then. And there it is.
Hey, look at that.
So yeah.
No, I think we'll just stamp your application. That's good enough.
Yeah, but now you still need to pay the $50.
No.
Okay.
You
Because
still,
I was just about to say, I got you on. I just came for the interview. So yeah, stamp it and send it, my friends. Send it.
I'll just send you the certificate.
Yeah. Just send me the certificate. No one's going to check it up.
No.
Right.
Let me show you something.
All over to you.
A little red book. Yeah, let me show you. I've also got a little red book. All right. So, watch carefully. You need to keep your eye on this little red ball. Okay, that's your job. Don't take your eye off. Okay, put it in there, and you need to tell me what you just saw me put into my hand.
What did I see put into your hand?
What did you see me put into my hand just now?
A red ball. A red sponge ball. Yeah.
Red sponge. So that's what you think. Okay, but I'm a magician. See? So I actually put a Rubik's Cube in my hand. It wasn't a sponge ball.
You know the answer to this. How did you do that?
Very well.
I'll say. Very well. Very well. Nee, my magic maatjies vang nou vinnig op. Everyone's like, even Richard the other day. Yeah, you know it's done. You did that very well. Yeah, very well. Yeah, it's a kind of a phrase I adopted from Mark Rose Christie when he still performed. There's this one woman's like, oh my God, how did you do that? Very well, I think. so yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
Let me show you one more. Quickly. This is one of my favorites. Just a little piece of paper. That's all we need for this one. Now, normally, when people find out I do magic, can you make money appear? Right? Because they want to see, like, can you win the lotto or can you make money appear by magic? So I'm going to use this little piece of paper. I just want to get a lighter here. So we're going to try and use.
What are you doing with a lighter? Do you smoke?
You'll see in a second. So let's see. I'm going to light this piece of paper on fire. And
wow.
Should get it to turn to 10 Rand. And if you can see, there's a 10 Rand.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you go to the shops with 10 Rand, these days you can buy hardly anything with 10 Rand. So I'll give it a fold. Squeeze. See if we can get it to change color a little bit.
Hey.
And go to
blue.
100. Yeah. I'll use that for the groceries, right?
Is that it?
That's why.
No 200.
No, I stop at the 100. I stop. Otherwise, SARS comes at me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I have to stay under the threshold now.
Yeah. Listen, man, is there anything else? I also don't want to miss out something. Have you ever messed up during a magic performance and reveal a secret? And if so, how did you manage the situation?
I think it has happened a couple of times by accident.
Of course it had to.
You drop something that you're not supposed to drop. Sometimes you can hide it. If people don't know what's coming, they don't really know what's happening. That's what's nice about magic.
Yeah.
You're a couple of steps ahead. So if something happens, the audience doesn't know yet what's coming. So you can sometimes you just pack it away and say, let's try something else. So they don't really know what just happened.
You see, that's what I love about the comedy magic part. It's actually like that, Jonathan. The more you stuff up,
exactly,
the better the show becomes.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, if people want to go Google, there's also a guy that was now back in the 90s. There was a guy called Cole and Company, Kohl and Company. And they just did magic where everything just went wrong. Nothing ever worked. Like, there was nothing. They did no magic, but everything was a mess. But it was so funny. Like, I can watch those videos over and over because they just mess up the whole time, but it is super funny. So yeah, that's what's nice about comedy magic. Sometimes it's funnier when you mess up.
I want to ask you to send me all your contact details, like your YouTube channel and Facebook, wherever you are, Twitter, you name it. But when you forward that to me, don't you just want to put that name in there as well so I can check it out? I've heard of it,
sure.
but I can't recall watching it. But you know,
No, I'll definitely send it.
Die koppe werk nie meer so lekker nie. Mense raak ook nou nie meer jonger nie.
Yeah, precies.
Yeah. Now I decided, okay, well, I'm going to have to get a diary now and jot down the bookings and or the podcast bookings, because I can handle maybe 2 or 3 a day, but you know, if it's now next week, it's next week I've got a very, very big guy, enormous guy. Huh? Not that I'm saying you not.
No, you can say that I'm back again. That's fine.
Eh?
Get away. You can tell them now that I'm coming back next week. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to miss an appointment, or the guy's like, hey, what the hell's going on here? I sat and I waited for you, and I mean, you're not going to get him back.
No.
So yeah, there's quite a few. I've got a lot. I probably have another so far. Maybe 6 or 7 is coming on.
Oh, well.
And then the other one you mentioned, don't say the name, but the one you mentioned about the stuff he does that you don't always agree with, I'm working on him as well. Now that'll be a big.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
But
so people should subscribe so that they don't miss when these videos. Other ones. Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm not begging. I'll never beg. But what people need to realize, and this podcast is about you now, but it's the same with you. I mean, you present a product which ends up being magic. I present a product getting not all, but most of the South African magicians and internationally. I mean, don't think to get Frans Harare on was, and he was here. Yeah, I might be friends with him, but you know, those guys are busy. Yeah. And the sacrifices that you've got to make in order to get him on, it's like hardly sleep for 2 days. You go to bed at 3, you hardly sleep. 5, you're back, you're recording, you still need to do the editing. So it's just, I realize people hope people appreciate it, but show some appreciation by at least, you know, giving a zapper there, because that's the only way. The channel, I mean, if you look back at the first podcasts, I'm not removing it because you can see how it's improved. And just imagine with the zappers and the subscriber numbers, and the more people watch, clearly more will make a donation. That this podcast will become huge, but people need to realize that they need to walk the path with me. All magicians are there to support one another in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know why podcasters just, I wouldn't regard myself as a podcaster, but I'm trying to bring good entertainment to people. So
of course.
And they can watch it, but there's certain costs that need to be covered. I mean, just the internet alone's $1,000. Where's your software? The hours and hours worth of editing, even though it might not even look like it. You know exactly that takes. It's a tough job. So I really.
Most of the work people don't see, because that's what you.
Yeah, but that's YouTube. All YouTube is free. But they don't realize that the guy that put that video or uploaded that video onto YouTube had to invest to get it up there. So just need to make people realize that. So but anyway, all in good time. It does take a podcast about 2-3 years to really get up there. It's not going to take me 2 to 3 years, you know me. I pack something, I work hard and I play even harder. So it's going to happen. So yeah, there's so many things in the pipeline. And as much as I would like to give it away, it's going to spoil it. But I'll tell you after the show. But there's some cool things coming. And if I can get that kind of support from people, the Zapper thing, I can bring in so many more, or get up so many more, like actors, big, enormous national names. So, yeah. But yeah, anything else, Alexander? May all the way from Cape Town.
Yeah.
What else do you have to say?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all your podcasts growing, and hopefully my side shows will also pick up.
Sprekende Duitse. Hè? Nog een?
No. I understand, but not yet.
Yes.
I won't speak it in public.
Swak. Nee, maar dankie jy, dankie jy. Jy moet een van die online kursusse loop en dan speel jy die ding sommer in jou kursus hier rondry en so. Dit is hoe ek geleer het.
And I can understand, but I won't in public. I won't speak.
Yeah, it's caught up with me as well.